7:20 to go in the half. So Lewis beat the Cavaliers down the floor.
Yes, he did.
Here's Mitchell on the left side. Mitchell against McCollum. Mitchell spins around McCollum, laid it in, and the acrobatic shot will have a chance for an and one. What an incredible shot by Donovan Mitchell as he got hacked going to the basket, and then he spun it off the backboard with some English and a chance for a three-point play.
That's right. Having his best night offensively, Tim, in about a month, and everything is falling. And it always seems like if he's got his mid-range game working and his at the rim stuff, everything else follows. It seems like when he starts out settling for threes, and if he's not making them, Tim, it seems like it takes away something from his game.
Mitchell swishes that free throw, three-point play, lead back to 20.
The mind of a scorer.
Here's Marshall on the handoff on the left side to Ingram. Drops it on the baseline. Now they swing it right corner to Murphy. His three missed. Rebound grabbed by Karis LeVert. Cavaliers with a dominant first half so far. They're up by 20. LeVert out front. Mitchell fakes the pass. Donovan to the foul line. Left to the lane. Spins into the lane. Put it up. Nobody got fouled as he was able to draw that one from Murphy. Boy, Donovan faking left, faking right, leaning in. He had every weapon at his disposal on display right there.
That's right. We talked about McCollum and Ingram knowing how to draw fouls. Well, they're not better. They're not good as this kid. At 6'2", about 215, 40-inch vertical, a whole bunch of footwork. And he knows he has the creativity to score, but he also can be a catch and shoot. He can be a shooter, too. What a great combination.
Mitchell hit that first free throw already with 18 points. 33 times this year, Donovan has scored over 20, so he's well on his way to that as he hits the second. 19 points for Mitchell as he leads all scorers. Cavaliers with a 22-point lead, 58-36. 6:35 to go here in the second quarter of play. Marshall on the right side, right in front of his head coach, Willie Green. Marshall got it out front to Lewis. Lewis got his pocket picked by Donovan Mitchell. Pass left side, got deflected, though. And out of there with it comes Murphy to Lewis. Gave it in the right corner to Ingram. Back to Lewis. Three is up and good. Oh, Lewis drained that three ball with confidence right there.
Yeah, I like him. He's a good-looking young player.
58-39. Cavaliers with the basketball and the lead as we hit the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter. Mitchell, lob left corner at Coro. Fakes to three. Drives the baseline. Comes up, comes under, missed it. Tipped home by Jared Allen.
Second shot opportunity there again, Tim.
Jared Allen with the putback to make it 60-39. Lewis on the right side works all the way out front. Swings it left wing to Marshall. Marshall, top of the circle to Ingram. Back on the left side. Marshall, his three is up and good.
Good shot by Marshall. Little catch and shoot, little two-man action with he and Ingram.
First played his college ball in Ohio at Xavier. The three ball by Najee Marshall makes it 60-42. Cavs by 18. LeVert, bounce left corner, Wade, open three. That one's off the front of the rim. Rebound to Coro. Couldn't quite handle it as the ball skipped out of bounds. Then he'll get Larry Nance Jr. back in the ball game for the Pelicans as he will replace Valanciunas. Valanciunas sits down. He's been quiet so far. 5 points, 3 rebounds. Again, that first game up in Cleveland, Valanciunas had 22 and 13.
Yeah, it's been a faster pace to game too, Tim.
Pelicans with the basketball. Cavs up 18. Ingram on the right side against Wade. Ingram shoots over Dean and hit. And Brandon Ingram makes it 60-44 as LeVert will bring it forward. Evan Mobley waiting at the scorer's table for the Cavaliers. LeVert at the base of the center circle. Lob in the right corner. Wade, open three. Nope. Rebound grab by Ingram. Ingram almost fell down. Gets back up, heads to the forecourt. Ingram Throws it in the right corner to Murphy. Got it out front. Lewis, 3, short. Rebound, Levert. Levert at the half-court line, 2-on-1. Fakes the pass. Now gave it to Okoro, who laid it in with the left hand.
I like that action. Wow, with heck of a play by Levert.
He faked the dish, and then a beautiful assist as he gave it to Okoro. 62-44. Cavs by 18. Lewis in the lane, had it knocked out of his hands by Mitchell out of bounds. And then that'll get Evan Mobley back in for the Cavaliers. Dean Wade will take a seat. Wade will sit down with 5. And Mobley re-enters the game with a 16-point first half. By the way, he's got 8 rebounds as well. Inbounds pass kicked by Donovan Mitchell. Well, the Cavs would love to win this one going away. Perhaps buy some guys some rest with the second of the back-to-back tomorrow night. The Bulls in town. Cavs on their 10th back-to-back of the year. In game ones, they're 7-2. So they've done well in game ones of the back-to-backs. Here's Ingram into the lane. Put it up, no. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. 4 minutes to go in the half. Mitchell having a great first half. He's got 19. Fired it underneath the Mobley. Pow!
That's right. They all collapsed on him, and he found the open man. Mobley's been available.
Mitchell and Mobley have combined for 37. 19 for Donovan, 18 for Evan. Cavaliers up by 20. Lewis got it out front. 3 ball is up from Ingram and right on the mark.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram makes it 64-47. Levert will walk the ball into the forecourt for the Cavaliers. Levert fires left corner. Wide open Okoro. Bullseye.
That's right. That's the shot he's been hitting, Tim. When he's been given time, he's been making that shot.
His last 17 games, ice shooting 50% from beyond the arc. 67-47. Cavs by 20. Nance, left corner to Lewis. His 3 is up and good. Well, that young man has come in and played well.
Yes, he has.
Lewis drains the 3. Cavs take time. 67-50. Cavaliers with a 17-point lead with 2:57 to go second quarter on the Cavaliers Audioverse.
Do you know a graduating high school senior looking to offset their college tuition with a scholarship? The Cavaliers Community Foundation, with support from Huntington, are offering you the opportunity to win a $5,000 scholarship towards your college education. Qualified candidates can secure an application today by visiting cavs.com/community. All applications must be received by Friday, February 17th. The Cavaliers and Huntington are proud to offer this special scholarship for the 32nd year in a row.
Every enterprise needs a reliable, high-performing network that can scale as needs change. That's why Everstream is expanding our business-only fiber network in the area. Our Ethernet, dedicated internet access, and dark fiber services deliver capacity up to 100 gigs with class-leading low latency, no-charge bandwidth bursting, and direct peering to the cloud apps you use most. Don't settle for the telecom status quo. Choose a partner that's raising the bar for business connectivity. Visit everstream.net today.
What does it mean to be a nurse at Cleveland Clinic? To us, it means being at the center of world-class care with the #1 hospital in Ohio and supporting the health of our communities while getting the support you need to care for your career, your personal well-being, and thousands of lives every year. For every care in the world. Further your nursing career at clevelandclinic.jobs.
Small businesses don't sound small. In fact, they sound pretty substantial. And they act even bolder than that. We know because at Westfield, we insure them and help them grow. So thank you, go-getters, for inspiring us. And sorry, excuses. We can't hear you over the sound of all that doing. Hear more at westfieldinsurance.com.
.257 to go first half. Cavs by 17, 67-50. We'll pause for station identification on the Cavaliers.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland.
An iHeartRadio station, your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball.
MMS. This is Donovan Mitchell. Let's get back to the action with Tim and Jim.
Thank you very much, Spider. And boy, he's having a night tonight. 19 points in the first half. Evan Mobley with 18. Jared Allen with 11. Cavaliers jumped out to a 38-28 lead at the end of one. And now they've stretched it to 17 here in the second quarter of play. This has been an impressive performance, Jim.
Yes, it has. Mobley has been the Mobley that we had earlier in the year, Tim. It's taken a while, but it looks like he's back in the groove as far as his rhythm and his conditioning.
Right now you'll have a backcourt of Mitchell and Okoro.
Okay.
With Osman, Allen, and Mobley up front. Here's Mobley on the right wing. Mobley inside the three-point arc. Dumps it down low to Jetty. Put it up and in.
Oh, come on. How could you not?
Before the shot.
He wasn't even touched till he got the ball and was on his motion.
Wow. And the Cavaliers will inbound over on the far side with 2:44 to go here in the first half of play. Cavaliers looking for win number 5 in a row. After tonight, 3 more games before the All-Star break. Tomorrow night, home to the Bulls. Monday night, home to the Spurs. And then Wednesday in Philly. The All-Star break will then arrive. Here's Mitchell out front. Bounce to Allen, right of the lane, dumps it down low to Okoro, who hammered it home.
That's right. That extra pass, Tim, in the pocket and then the baseline pass.
Boy, exquisite ball movement from the Cavaliers right there. 69-50, lead back to 19. Here's Ingram on the right side against Mobley. Ingram right of the circle. Ingram 8 on the shot clock. He'll dump it down low to a wide open Nance, and Larry will blast it home.
That's right.
69-52. Cavs lead again is 17. Here's Mitchell near the half-court line. Weaves his way through traffic into the lane. Right side Jetty. Wide open 3. Left it short. Rebound comes off to Ingram. Down the floor. Left side McCollum's 3. No good. Big bounce, though. Ingram feeds it right corner. 3 is up. That one's missed by Marshall. Mobley grabs the rebound. Mobley being harassed, but he gives the ball up to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell bounced down the right side to Osman. Back to Mitchell. Under to Allen. Pow with the right hand.
Ball movement, Tim. That's the key. Bodies moving, ball movement.
Allen with 13. Cavaliers with a 19-point lead. 1:20 to go here in the first half of play. Cavaliers closing in on their high for a first half. Ingram out front. Line drive 3. And he knocked it in. That ball barely had any arc to it at all. 71-55. Cavaliers with a 16-point lead. Here's Mitchell near the half-court line. Mitchell with under a minute to go. Long 3. In and out. Rebound grab by Trey Murphy. Murphy through the center circle. Murphy picked up by Okoro. Murphy gave it sideline right to Ingram. Ingram against Donovan Mitchell. Ingram to the baseline. Mitchell staying right with him. Ingram comes right to the lane. Donovan right in his shirt. Ingram got it out front to Murphy. 4 on the clock. 3 on the clock. Murphy with a tough shot in the lane. No good. Rebound Mobley. He'll hand it off to Mitchell.
Hey, what about that defense?
Yeah, that was man's defense.
Yes,
right
it
there.
was. Yes, it was.
Cavs by 16. Can't quite run it all the way out. About a 6-second differential. Mitchell on the right side against Marshall. Mitchell with a crow hop in the lane. He put it up and in with one hand. The running right-hander from Donovan Mitchell. Wow. 73-55. 10 on the clock. Into the forecourt, C.J. McCollum and Jetty Osman reached out and fouled him. So with that, I can give you our Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround for the Cavaliers. 17 assists here in the first half, leading the way. How about Karis LeVert with 6?
That's what I'm talking about,
And
Tim. Everybody's contributing.
New Orleans with 14 assists. And Brandon Ingram has 6. Those are your Discount Drug Mart first half assist numbers. Discount Drug Mart, your one-stop shop that saves you the runaround. Ingram, left side, shoots over Wade, missed. They're going to call a foul on Dean Wade.
He hit him in the mouth.
Dean Wade checking to make sure he still has all his teeth. And yet, It will be free throws for the Pelicans as Ingram shoots 2.
So I'm looking at the official going over to JB. Man, he can't even have the guts to talk to JB. He knows that was a terrible call.
And Ingram misses that first free throw. Well, that's a tough sequence for Dean Wade. You pick up a foul and perhaps a hefty dental bill. He's still checking his teeth. Ingram has one more coming. Got the second.
Okay, made one.
That's the pair. Cavs can't do anything. There's 2:10 on the clock. They throw it in, and that does it. So that ends the first half of play. But what a first half for the Cavaliers. They rack up 73 points in the first 2 quarters and take a 17-point lead into the locker room at 73-56. Now in our Sherwin-Williams Sure Shot promotion, our contestant tonight, Aaron Dodds. Well, Aaron, you're not going to get 2 tickets or $1,000 because the Cavaliers did not take and make the last shot of the first half, but no one goes home a loser. Aaron from Brunswick, you are going to receive a Cavs shirt and hat. But, Mike, what a first 2 quarters for the Cavaliers. They were clicking on all cylinders.
They really were, Tim. Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley leading the way, but really everybody that played contributed, and we'll get into the details of that on our halftime report as we go around the NBA. A busy Friday night of action. A number of finals are already in, but the story right now, the red-hot Cavaliers, and they are playing well. They lead the Pelicans 73-56. Our halftime report is coming up next on the Cavs Audioverse.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM is the nation's largest and most applied to medical school. Over 16,000 LECOM alumni are delivering quality health care across the United States, with campuses in Pennsylvania, New York, and Florida. LECOM trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, and pharmacists. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make doctors. It's time to get to work.
Make your next project a win and represent the Cavs with Sherwin-Williams colors like fine wine and edgy gold. Your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store is here to help you run every play to perfection and up your game with the very best paint. And with more than 1,500 colors to choose from, they've got you covered from coast to coast. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Saturday, February 11th at 8 p.m. is the Cavs Black Heritage Celebration presented by Crown Royal Regal Apple.
In the lane, Mobley stuffed it home. Evan Mobley with a career high.
Come honor and remember Black history as the Cavs battled the Chicago Bulls at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Allen backing down.
Oh, you got it.
Slammed it home.
That's what
my. Jared Allen with a sense of purpose right there.
Great seats are available now at Cavs.com/tickets.
It's time to let them know.
Lowe's always has more ways for you to save. On top of our everyday low prices, pros can save big when buying in bulk. Or if your purchase is over $1,500, ask about our volume savings program. A pro associate can provide a customized quote. Ask about our volume savings programs today. It always pays to be a pro at Lowe's. While supplies last, minimum purchase required. Selection varies by location. Lowe's reserves the right to limit quantities. Volume discount pricing quotes are valid up to 7 days. Visit your local pro desk to learn more and start saving. Offers subject to change may not be available in all Lowe's stores.
Rover.
Got a $34 paycheck.
Monday morning from 6 to 11 on WMMS.
This is Evan Mobley. It's halftime. Here's Mike Snyder with all the details.
Well, what a first half for Evan Mobley. And he's not even the main star for the Cavs. How about that? They lead 73-56. Donovan Mitchell with a 21-point first half leading the way for the Cavaliers. Glad to have
He couldn't convert on the putback rebound. Mobley. Again, Mobley already with his 17th double-double. He had an 18-point, 10-rebound first half. Mitchell's pass bounces right by Jared Allen. McCollum at the other end, and the alley-oop to Trey Murphy, and he hammered it home.
That's right. Second turnover of the game for Donovan Mitchell in a near-perfect first half. But, Tim, he's got to be sure that the big fella's going to be there. Can't be careless.
Cavs by 15 with a minute off the third quarter clock.
Quickest way for a team to come back is your turnovers.
Garland, who only played 7 minutes in the first half, left side to Mitchell. Donovan with a crow hop left to the lane, and he floats the jumper home. Donovan Mitchell with a 23-point ball game. Leads all scores. Cavs up 75-58.
Yeah.
Some moisture on that basketball, or what happened? But
I don't know, but it's the one Donovan scored 21 points on the first half. Now it's not there anymore.
Donovan has a new basketball as he inbounds it to Okoro. Out front, Garland. 3 right on the mark. Oh, my goodness. DG from the Mississippi buried a 3 ball, his second of the night. Makes it 78-61. Valanciunas rumbles in the lane, hooked it up, missed it. Rebound, Mobley. Adding to that rebounding total. Bounces it to Mitchell. Mitchell on the left side. 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Cavaliers by 17. Garland, he should be very fresh. Comes right to the lane, floats, scores.
That's right. They tried to double team Mitchell. They forgot about Garland.
Well, you better not do that, averaging 22 points per game. Now that sweet shot right there makes it 80-61. Valanciunas taps the ball to Ingram. Ingram top of the three-point arc against Allen on a switch. Ingram driving on Allen.
You travel.
And they call him for the travel.
Yeah, and he's not going to argue the point, but that's what Jared Allen, Tim, he's so long and he's so athletic. He can stay with most people in this league, even guards out front. He's able to stay in front of them. Then he uses that length, to contest shots. Tremendous advantage.
Jared Allen, third in the league in contested shots per game, 11.7. He's a defensive menace. Not too bad at the offensive end either. Speaking of offense, Cavs at the offensive end. Garland lobbed to Mobley. Couldn't quite catch up to it as the ball sailed over his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, Darius, he's a daredevil. He'll take a chance, Tim, but you got to be sure it's there.
8:10 to go in the quarter. Cavaliers have maintained this double-digit lead as Ingram on the left side got hit on the arm on a shot as Mobley fouled him. That'll put Brandon Ingram at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Yeah, he's trying to get on track, Tim. Every time he gets the ball, he's not a continuity guy. He's looking to score. Mobley's done a fantastic job on him. I'm looking at what that at halftime, and Ingram was 4 of 7. They kept his possessions down. He had 13 at the half.
So it'll be Ingram shooting 2. And again, we're going to have a slight delay, some moisture on the floor. But Jim, getting back to Zion Williamson, New Orleans has played 56 games. And Zion has missed 28 games. So he has missed half of their games in the most recent string. This is now the 20th straight game that he's missed with that hamstring strain.
Yeah.
And the Pelicans are 6-13. Of course, tonight being the 20th game that he's missed. So,
this happens, in our league. These young players, they've never played under this kind of stress before. I'm looking at even players like Curry. He's going to be out a while, at least 2 or 3 weeks. The question is, can the Warriors get themselves back into play-in? It is rough right now, and the schedule has a lot to do with it. It's a faster-paced game, so fatigue becomes a factor. All of those things have something to do with these players getting injured.
If you're wondering why Jim and I can just chat like we're in a rain delay in a baseball game, it's because we've got some moisture down on the floor, and we've got about 2 or 3 people out there with towels and doing anything they can to get that moisture off the floor. And again, not to make light of it, that's a dangerous thing on a basketball floor. You have a guy slip out there, and that could turn into a real negative situation. So they're making sure that moisture is completely gone before they resume play. Jim, speaking of the West, again, it looks like they finally got it all up, but just real quick, Phoenix trades for Durant. The Lakers unload Westbrook, bring some new guys in. As we went through the trade deadline yesterday, what do you think of the deals that were made out West?
Well, they all think they can win, and that's the denominator. They all think they can win. And they're doing whatever they can to put themselves in a situation where they can be in the playoffs. And the thing that's the catalyst and the foundation of this kind of activity is the play-in. You know, general managers and stuff are being judged. Can you at least get us in the play-in? So these teams are playing harder. And a team like the Lakers, we don't know how good they could be, you know, once they get it together. The question is, do they have enough time? I don't think they have enough time. I think it's too many moving parts.
With Durant now in Phoenix, do you put the Suns at the top as far as at least the favorites to come out of the West?
No, I got to see them play, man. I got to see them play. You know, I can't slight Denver,
right?
Who's been playing so consistent for the last 30 days. I don't think Jokic is the MVP. I definitely don't think that. But the point is that they're playing well, and they've been there a while. What have they been in first place about 3.5 weeks now?
Well, after the lengthy delay, the tarp has been removed from the field, and we're ready to go. Ingram hit both free throws to make it 80-63. Allen in the lane. Right side, Mitchell. Wide open three. Missed it. Rebound grab by Herbert Jones. Long pass down the floor to Trey Murphy. Murphy on the left sideline. Got it out front to Ingram. Ingram at the three-point arc against Okoro. Okoro guarding Ingram. Ingram swings it right wing, and the three is right on the mark.
Yes, it was. He went right into the shot. This is their run, Tim.
Herbert Jones makes it 80-66. Cavs lead is 14. Garland left of the lane, hits the brakes. Left side, Mitchell. Three ball is up and down. Donovan Mitchell buries the three.
In his rhythm.
When the Cavs needed a bucket, Spida comes through with a huge hoop, and the lead's back to 17 at 83-66. Ingram into the lane, forces up a jumper that rolled out. Rebound out of bounds. Whistle and a foul, and they'll get Mobley, I believe, with that foul.
On Valanciunas, they got to be joking.
Foul on Mobley will be his third. And up pops Dean Wade from that Cavalier bench.
Oh, my goodness.
So right now for the Cavs,
what are they watching?
Mobley, Garland, and Allen all with three. Mobley sits down with 18 points and 11 rebounds. Wade checks in. He's got 5 points.
The reason I'm laughing, Tim, I saw the replay.
Into the lane. Floater short from McCollum. Got it back. Missed it. Valanciunas with a putback. No. Rebound out of bounds. And it went off Valanciunas. And now Natalie Sago is going to change the call and give the ball to the Pelicans. And that'll bring a timeout. In a third quarter that seems like it's taking an hour to play. We've got 6:59 still remaining in the third. 83-66. Cavs by 17 here in New Orleans on the Cavaliers Audioverse.
With more all-wheel drive, more electrified, and the longest-lasting vehicles, Toyota checks all the boxes, like the best-selling Toyota Tacoma, with powerful off-road capabilities and the best resale value in its class. Now through February 28th, get 3.99 APR financing on a new 2023 Tacoma, with approved credit through TFS, excludes TRD Pro, and every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get complete details at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Steel is one of the most recycled materials in the world and is critical to building a clean energy future. Cleveland Cliffs is proud to make some of the most advanced steel in the world, right here in the Great Lakes region. Steel is a key component in the production of renewable power and electric vehicles to promote sustainability in our everyday lives. Steel is part of the solution to combating climate change. The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as they innovate green steel for blue lakes. To learn more, visit clevelandcliffs.com.
The dedicated men and women at First Energy are lighting the way in your community every day. From Tony, whose boxing program gives kids a fighting chance, to Amy, who uses her experience to support NICU babies and their families, to Dr. V, who mentors and motivates, and Mary Beth, who creates experiences that make everyone feel valued and included. See their inspiring stories and more at firstenergycorp.com/lighttheway.
What does it mean to be a nurse at Cleveland Clinic? To us, it means being at the center of world-class care with the #1 hospital in Ohio and supporting the health of our communities while getting the support you need to care for your career, your personal well-being, and thousands of lives every year. For every care in the world. Further your nursing career at clevelandclinic.jobs.
.6:59 to go, third quarter. We're here at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. Jim Elkhorn along with Jim Jones. Great to have you with us on this late Friday night back in Northeast Ohio. Cavaliers having a fun time here in the Big Easy, leading the Pelicans 83-66. You know, the Cavs and Giant Eagle teamed up to fight food insecurity with the Food for Free Throws campaign. For every free throw made at home by the Cavs, Giant Eagle donates $25 to the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. Jim, you and I were noticing during the timeout, they're still out looking at that area of the floor that they were giving very close inspection to earlier.
Yeah, it looks
perhaps
like
there's a crack or a warp. I'm not sure what they're looking at. In the meantime, Pelicans will inbound. As McCollum looking, almost fell in bounds before he got it to Ingram. Ingram against Wade, 8 on the clock. Ingram right of the lane, throws it to the left corner, and Kevin Love made the catch on the Cavalier bench.
That was a great catch because Kevin Love had to stand up to catch that one. That was a heck of an alert catch.
Kevin Love was the nearest guy to the basketball. That tells you all you need to know. So here come the Cavaliers. Allen down the lane, rumbles to the basket, scored and got fouled. Oh, my. Jared Allen just took off and soared to the hoop, and a chance for an and one.
Yeah, Tim, it's all about that ball movement, especially after you make that first pass or you dribble off that high dribble screen. We've been calling it in the pocket. That's a little area just inside the free throw lane where our bigs have been sitting for the last 3 weeks, and they become playmakers from that spot. They can either score or they can pass out of it.
Jared hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. And just like that, the Cavs have popped it back out to a 20-point lead as Larry Nance Jr. is back in the game for the Pelicans on the handoff to Ingram, and he'll tuck in home with some authority at the other end.
Yeah, it's like a black hole. He's not giving it up right now. He knows his team is behind, and he's going to do everything he can to try to catch us.
Here's Garland out front, 8-point game for DG. Garland, right of the lane, floats and scores.
But, Tim, this is the problem they're having. We're shooting almost 62% from the field. So the problem is they can't stop us. They can't match up to us defensively.
McCollum on the left sideline, comes around a Nance screen, got it out front, 3 from Murphy, no good, long rebound. Allen tiptoes the baseline, saves it into Garland. Garland ahead for the Cavaliers. Garland works his way to the foul line, left side to Mitchell. Fumbled the dribble, gets it back. Mitchell out front. Lob right corner of Coro. Thought about a 3. Shoots it to Garland. 7 on the shot clock. Garland works his way in between the circles. 4 on the clock. 3 on the clock. Garland out front. Mitchell. Long 3. In and out as the shot clock went off. And then the ball got tipped in the hoop.
And Jared Allen,
Allen,
he's begging them. It's mine. I was the closest.
Jared Allen looked over at the scorer's table. Give those 2 to me. 90-68. That ball got knocked into the basket. Cavs by 22. Out front, 3 ball off the mark from McCollum. Ball went out of bounds. Natalie Sago with a look at Derek Collins.
Yeah, she didn't see it.
And they're going to give it to the Cavaliers.
She didn't see it, but we'll take it.
As Karis LeVert checks in. And Donovan Mitchell will sit down. Mitchell with 26. And again, with a tough back-to-back. A long flight home and 8 o'clock start tomorrow against Chicago. If JB can buy some minutes on the bench for some of these guys.
Yeah, but the secret is to win this one.
Yep.
There's nothing more important than the present game.
Garland, right of the lane. Bank shot. No, but he got pushed on his way to the basket.
That's right.
So DG will shoot 2.
Yeah, we don't have the luxury based upon getting in at 4 in the morning, as you mentioned to me, Tim.
Oh, we're getting in early?
But the point is that you have to win what's in front of you. You can't worry. You got to do everything you can to win this one.
Garland line right. The foul was on Larry Nance Jr. DG misses that first free throw.
Yeah, he doesn't miss many.
No, he doesn't. With the Cavs on the road tonight, that means Brad Sellers is joining Mike Snyder for the Zoom post-game show, so you can submit your Zoom post-game show comments and questions to Mike and Brad on Twitter. Go to @CavsAudioverse. By the way, follow us while you're there as well, but @CavsAudioverse, submit your comments and questions to Mike and Brad. They're coming up on the Zoom post-game show. Zoom, one platform to connect. DG connected on that second free throw to make it 91-68. Cavs with a 23-point lead. Ingram out front, 10 on the clock, drives by Allen, and a two-handed dunk from Brandon Ingram.
That's right. He's tough.
Got 19 tonight. Didn't play in Cleveland. He was inactive in the Martin Luther King Day game with the Pelicans. Cavs by 21, 4:10 to go in the third. In the left corner, Karis LeVert. LeVert holding the ball above his head, tried to drop it down low to Allen. Ball poked out of bounds by Trey Murphy. We'll get Najee Marshall in the game for the Pelicans. Had 3 points in the first half on a 3-ball. Evan Mobley heads to the scorer's table. He's going to check in for Jared Allen. Mobley already with a double-double, 18 and 11. Jared sits down with 18 and 8.
Yeah, he's working his way toward that too.
Inbounds goes to Wade. Out front, Garland. Long three. Nope. Rebound, Larry Nance Jr. for the Pelicans. Nance right in front of the scorer's table into the forecourt. Got it out front to Ingram. Ingram against Wade. Ingram left of the lane. Wade stays with him. He shoots over Wade and hits.
Yeah, he's got that length over Wade. He couldn't do it on Mobley, but he could do it over Wade.
91-72. Ingram's bucket cuts that Cavs lead to 19. Ingram now with 21 in the ball game. Garland shoots the left side to LeVert, left corner to Wade. Wade thought about driving the baseline, got cut off, tried to throw it out front, except LeVert wasn't there.
Yeah, but Wade's got to stay aggressive, Tim. He had the shot on the catch. He had a good drive idea, but then he gave up on it. Stay with it. He missed so many games just trying to get his confidence back. I think he's got his legs, but it's all about confidence right now.
There's Alvarado back in for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado played in the first half but didn't score. Gave it right side to Ingram. He'll shoot from the foul line and hit over Wade.
That's right. That's a bad matchup for us, but what are we to do?
10-point quarter for Brandon Ingram. He's got 23 in the ball game. Cavs up 91-74. 3:05 to go, third quarter. LeVert right down the lane. Goes high off the glass. Missed it. Rebound, Mobley. He'll stuff it home.
He's been doing that for about 3 weeks now. Putbacks.
93-74. Evan now with 20. Left of the lane. Alvarado drives at it. Blocked. Out of there with it comes Garland. Garland in the forecourt with a stutter step. Out front, Wade thought about the three. Cross court to Mobley. Mobley into the lane against Nance. Turns, shoots, and it rolled around the rim and in for Evan Mobley.
Turnaround jump shot. I love it. Big Mo.
The 11th time this season that Evan Mobley has gone over 20 points, and the Pelicans take time. 21-point lead for the Cavs, 95-74. 2:26 to go in the third on the Cavaliers Audioverse.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court. When you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here for them all. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our team helps keep you in the game. As the best orthopedic care in Ohio, we offer expert diagnosis, customized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every athlete, for every care in the world. Schedule your care today at clevelandclinic.org/access.
The future belongs to those who dare. The bold and brave. Persistent and passionate. At Westfield, we're proud to stand with them, ensuring the steps forward as well as the steps back. Yes, with heads held high, the bold and brave persist, working together, quietly accomplishing, the impossible. WestfieldInsurance.com, insuring the spirit of small business.
Do you know a graduating high school senior looking to offset their college tuition with a scholarship? The Cavaliers Community Foundation, with support from Huntington, are offering you the opportunity to win a $5,000 scholarship towards your college education. Qualified candidates can secure an application today by visiting cavs.com/community. All applications must be received by Friday, February 17th. The Cavaliers and Huntington are proud to offer this special scholarship for the 32nd year in a row.
Every enterprise needs a reliable, high-performing network that can scale as needs change. That's why Everstream is expanding our business-only fiber network in the area. Our Ethernet, dedicated internet access, and dark fiber services deliver capacity up to 100 gigs with class-leading low latency, no-charge bandwidth bursting, and direct peering to the cloud apps you use most. Don't settle for the telecom status quo. Choose a partner that's raising the bar for business connectivity. Visit everstream.net today.
Cavaliers have it cooking tonight here in New Orleans as they have dominated this game from the get-go. They lead the Pelicans 95-74, 2:26 to go, third quarter. As folks are already filing out here at Smoothie King Center. Cavaliers looking for their fifth straight win. The four-game winning streak has been comprised of victories all at 15 or more points. They have just been dominant as of late, and that has continued tonight. Cavaliers coming in at 35-22. And if this trend continues with the way they're playing against the Pelicans tonight, the Cavaliers already with 25 wins that have been in double digits. That's number one in the NBA. But a lot of basketball still to be played.
That's right.
2:25 to go here in quarter number 3. Here's Alvarado. Comes around the Nance screen. Jose Alvarado gave it to Ingram. Left of the lane. Bank shot, no, but he drew the foul from Dean Wade. Well, they have gone after that matchup here in the third quarter.
Well, Ingram's gone after any matchup because he's the only one that seems to be able to score.
Now, this game got a little bit of a later start, so all sorts of finals to pass along to you. Double overtime. Detroit beat San Antonio. Pistons over the Spurs, 138-131. Again, that was double overtime. Other finals, Phoenix beat Indiana, 117-104. Philadelphia over the Knicks, 119-108. Boston, another win for the Celtics. They topped Charlotte, 127-116. Utah, a winner over Toronto, 122-116. And Miami nipped Houston, 97-95. Ingram hit them both. He's got 25 in the ball game, 12 here in the third. 95-76, Cavs with the ball. Garland left of the lane. Tough shot, missed it. Garland saved it to Wade. Got it out front. LeVert, left side, Jetty. 3, bullseye.
Great save by young Garland. I don't know how he kept his mind together. Tim, did that thing hit off the side of the backboard?
It did somewhere where he didn't want it to. 98-76. Anyway, that 3-ball by Jetty, number 80 on the season. Here's Ingram on the left side against Mobley. Ingram will shoot over Evan. Missed that one. Rebound, Jetty Osmond.
Now it's different, right? With Mobley on you.
Sure is. Here's Osmond to the forecourt. Lob left corner to LeVert. Karras, a 3. He hit it. Karras LeVert. He's got 8 points in the ball game. His first 3 of the night. 101-76, a 25-point lead. Here's Ingram on the left side. Ingram, top of the circle against Mobley. Ingram gave it on the right wing to Herbert Jones, and he got fouled by Karras LeVert. For New Orleans, they've got 2 more games before the break. 2 road games, as they'll be in OKC on Monday, and then Wednesday, they're heading west to take on the Lakers. Herbert Jones, line left, hits the first. He's got an 8-point ball game. Was inactive in the first matchup against the Cavaliers. In game on Martin Luther King Day, C.J. McCollum led the Pelicans with 25. C.J.'s been quiet tonight. He had 8 in the first half. Both free throws made by Jones, 101-78. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. In a game that the Cavaliers have controlled from the get-go. Here's Garland on the left wing. Fires out front to Jetty. 7 on the shot clock. Jetty on the handoff to LeVert. 4 on the clock. LeVert with a stutter step. Left of the lane. Hits the brakes. High off the backboard. Missed it. Ball never hit the rim. LeVert ended up on the seat of his pants. He was wondering why there wasn't a foul called.
That's right. You're giving Ingram all those touch fouls. How come he couldn't get one? In fact, you had a choice. He was being triple teamed.
So that'll give it back to the Pelicans with 40 seconds to go here in the third. Here's Ingram in between the circles. Ingram bounce in the lane, left of the lane. Jones, bank shot, no tip. Up and in by Larry Nance. Oh, Larry Nance Jr. makes it 101-80. Cavaliers can pretty much wind it out. Not quite, about a 4-second differential. Garland in the center circle. Garland on the left-hand dribble. Osman came out to set a screen. He got pushed down. And the foul will be Najee Marshall, I believe they got.
Alvarado, yeah.
Yeah, they got Alvarado. They were both there, both at the scene of the crime, and they called it on Alvarado. So now the Cavs can pretty much wind it down. About a second differential when they put 14 on the clock. Here's Garland, right of the lane. Had it knocked out of his hands. Grabbed by Alvarado. Long pass down the floor. Najee Marshall fed it off, and Nance laid it in. Larry Nance Jr. with 0.7 on the clock. As LeVert lets it fly from three-quarters court, way short. And that ends the third. Cavaliers with a big lead as we go to the fourth, 101-82. Cavs lead it. Final 12 minutes. Follow this time out on the Cavaliers Audioverse.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more family fun. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you'll get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Don't miss out. Visit inflationbuster.com to get started today. That's inflationbuster.com. Offer ends soon.
For Visa, rate by paper requirements and other terms and conditions, visit inflationbuster.com. Call 1-833-7-ROCKET. Equal housing lender license, all 50 states. NMLS Consumer Access. Number 3030.
Lowe's always has more ways for you to save. On top of our everyday low prices, pros can save big when buying in bulk. Or if your purchase is over $1,500, ask about our volume savings program. A pro associate can provide a customized quote. Ask about our volume savings programs today. It always pays to be a pro at Lowe's. While supplies last, minimum purchase required. Selection varies by location. Lowe's reserves the right to limit quantities. Volume discount pricing quotes are valid up to 7 days. Visit your local pro desk to learn more and start saving. Offers subject to change may not be available in all Lowe's stores.
Saturday, February 11th at 8 p.m. is the Cavs Black Heritage Celebration presented by Crown Royal Regal Apple.
In the lane, Mobley stuffed it home. Evan Mobley with a career high.
Come honor and remember Black history as the Cavs battle the Chicago Bulls at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Allen backing down.
There you got it.
Slammed it home.
That's what
my.
I thought, bro.
Jared Allen with a sense of purpose right there.
Great seats are available now at Cavs.com/tickets.
It's time to let them know.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Weekly all along the Cavaliers Audioverse, it's Cavs HQ, your headquarters for all things Cavaliers. We'll go on, but mostly off the court, with players, coaches, and special guests, as well as our entertaining hosts. Cavs HQ. Right here on the Cavaliers Audio.
Your FM home for Cavs basketball is 100.7 WMMS.
Cavaliers up big, 101-82 as we head to the fourth. But first, let's pause for station identification on the Cavaliers.
100.7 WMMS, Cleveland.
An iHeartRadio station, your FM home for Cleveland Cavaliers basketball.
MMS.
101-82 Cavaliers. 12 minutes to go here at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. Great to have you with us on this Friday night, although the clock about to hit midnight back in Cleveland. So technically we'll be into early Saturday morning by the time we finish things up here in New Orleans. They head to Cavs.com/houseguest to enter for a chance to win 2 tickets to the next Cavs home game with the House Guest Sweepstakes presented by Betway. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Visit Cavs.com/houseguest to enter and for full official rules. Cavs start the fourth quarter with Karis LeVert, Donovan Mitchell, Jetty Osman, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Mitchell leading all scorers. He has 26. Mobley with 22 points, 13 rebounds. Allen with 18 points and 8 rebounds. Pelicans with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter of play. McCollum in the right corner to Alvarado. He'll unload a 3 and bury it.
That's right. They know what time it is. This is it for them.
Alvarado hits the 3 ball to start the fourth quarter of play. His first points of the ball game. Makes it 101-85. Mitchell
zone
on the left side unloaded a 3, but before that,
hook. Okay.
Foul. And that'll get Valanciunas back in for New Orleans. Valanciunas with 5 points in the ball game. He has been held in check. 5.6 rebounds.
Yeah, I think the pace of the game got to him too, Tim. He couldn't get back and forth on defense or offense quickly enough.
Cavs by 16 with the ball. Fourth quarter just underway. Mitchell on the right side. Donovan dribbling in traffic. Now weaves his way out of it. Works to the foul line. Shoots and rolled it home.
That's right. He can find space, Tim, in the smallest cracks.
Donovan with 28. Cavs by 18. Here's Alvarado right down the lane. Easy layup. Nobody picked up Alvarado driving to the basket.
Yeah, JB didn't like that at all.
He said 103-87. 1 minute off the fourth quarter clock. Donovan Mitchell right in front of Pelicans head coach Willie Green. Mitchell works the sideline, heads to the baseline. Had it knocked out of his hands. Allen grabbed it, tried to give it back to Mitchell. Mitchell then lost it, scrambled down on the floor. Nance out of there with it. Feeds it ahead, driving and scoring is Herbert Jones.
That's right. This is their run.
They've made it a 14-point game. The Pelicans have 103-89. Here's Evan Mobley out front as the crowd starts to get into it. Mobley right of the circle, right of the lane, hands it off to LeVert. Karis into the lane, floats, scores.
I like that two-man action with he and Mobley.
Little fadeaway from Karis LeVert. He's in double digits with 10. Cavs back to 16-point lead. Underneath, Nance got the handoff from McCollum, and then Larry got fouled on the shot attempt.
Yeah.
And that puts Larry Nance Jr. at the free throw line, shooting 2 with 10:03 to go. Of course, the Pelicans, now Larry's fourth team, started in L.A. and then came back to Cleveland for 3.5 years. Of course, sent to Portland in the 3-team deal that landed the Cavs, Lowry Markkanen. Nance line left, shooting 2. First one up and good. Nance now in double figures with 10. He had 4 points against the Cavs in the first matchup.
Yeah, young Nance, a solid team player. All the way, always has been.
Class guy. Nance rolled that second one in. So, again, it's a 14-point ball game, 105-91. Cavs' biggest lead was 25, so the Pelicans have cut into that. Mitchell, sideline left. Mitchell looking low. It's not there. Mitchell brings it in between the circles. Mitchell bounced to Mobley. Mobley in traffic. Had the ball knocked out of his hands. Still belongs to the Cavaliers, but 3.4 to shoot.
That's right. Plenty of time to catch. Maybe put a dribble or two on the floor.
9:43 to go, fourth quarter. 3.4 on the clock. LeVert to inbound. Left side, Mobley. Mobley steps right. Jumper short. Rebound loose. Allen got it left to the lane. Left corner to Osman. Osman out front to Karis LeVert. 8 on the shot clock. Cavs spread out. LeVert against Nance. LeVert steps left. Rainbow 3. Good! Karis LeVert.
Big time.
Hits the 3 ball as the shot clock was winding down. Makes it 108-91. Here's Nance, right of the circle. Bounce left corner, Alvarado. 3, spun out. Rebound, Jared Allen, quickly to Karis LeVert. LeVert wanted that shot the whole time.
You're right.
He stepped up and made it.
You're right, Tim.
Here's LeVert, right of the lane. Gave it baseline to Allen. Allen hands it right back to LeVert. 7 on the shot clock. LeVert to the bounce, or on the bounce to Allen in the lane, and he'll hook it home.
That's right. That little pocket pass, everybody overcommitted on LeVert, leaving the big fella wide open.
Jared now with a double-double. 20 points, 10 rebounds. 110-91. McCollum gave it to Jones. Back on the right side to McCollum. His 3 rattled out. Rebound, Karis LeVert. So the Cavs have pushed it back out to 19 with 8:20 to go. Isaac Okoro at the scorer's table for the Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell in between the circles. Mitchell around Allen. Left wing LeVert, left corner Osman. 3 is up. Around the rim and out. Offensive rebound, Allen. Had it knocked out of his hands. LeVert got it. Alvarado ran into him. And the foul is called on Jose Alvarado.
Hey, what? He's got 9 lives. He fouled the Cavalier 3 times before they finally blew the whistle. But you know what I like about him? He defends. He really puts in the effort. Totally committed to defending.
Alvarado, second year out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
He was originally a 2-way player. Here's Mitchell, right of the circle. Jumper. Bang!
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell. A 30-point ball game. The 19th time that Donovan has hit the 30-point or more mark. 112-91. Cavs have pushed it back out to 21. McCollum left of the lane. The runner rolled around the rim and in. C.J. McCollum, his first points here in the second half.
Yeah, they've done the job on him.
He's got 10 overall.
Yeah, he's still begging.
But 8
begging to the official.
Game in the first 2 quarters. 112-93. LeVert will walk the ball into the forecourt. Out front to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell with a crossover. Bounce to Allen in the lane. Whips it right corner. Okoro. 3. That one missed. Rebound.
He didn't miss it by much.
Larry Nance Jr. Gave it off to Ingram, who's checked back in. Ingram matched up against LeVert. Ingram between his legs on the dribble. Shakes off LeVert. Shoots. Missed. Rebound Mitchell. Mitchell surveying the scene. Ahead to LeVert. LeVert hits the brakes at the 3-point arc. Back out front to Donovan Mitchell as we're under 7 to go. Mitchell found Allen in the lane. Underneath the Mobley. Popped it home, and he got fouled in the process.
Tim, that's that high-low. Big fella in the pocket. Mobley on that baseline I told you about, because they're leaving to cover the pocket. The guy on the baseline either has the corner or he has the dunk that Mobley had.
Mobley will have a chance for a 3-point play when we come back. Timeout on the floor. 6:49 left. 114-93. Cavs leading the Pelicans on the Cavaliers Audioverse.
Since 1909, Nichols Bakery has been providing fresh, delicious, quality baked goods to Ohio families. From breads, buns, to sweet goods, Nichols Bakery has just what you need to get ready for the game or any meal. Stop by your nearest Discount Drug Mart and pick up fresh Nichols breads, buns, and other Nichols Bakery products today. Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround. You'll find everything you need.
The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, known as LECOM, is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. LECOM is the nation's largest and most applied to medical school. Over 16,000 LECOM alumni are delivering quality health care across the United States. With campuses in Pennsylvania, New York, and Florida, LECOM trains the next generation of doctors, dentists, and pharmacists. Visit lecom.edu to learn more. At LECOM, we make doctors. It's time to get to work.
SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the ticketing app for Cavs fans, like the sideline shot caller. SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so he can be sure every player hears his insightful advice.
Come on, post up, big fella.
You too can get a great deal on SeatGeek. Use code CavsFan22 to get $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We handle the tickets so fans can fan. Promo code valid for 1 year. Purchase must be over $50. New customers only.
At Giant Eagle, we know Cavs fans expect the very best. For game day food, only the most delicious will do.
Whether you're hungry for the highest quality meat and seafood or prepared foods made fresh in store, like our best-in-town fried chicken, sandwich rings, appetizers, and more, you'll always find something fantastic. Giant Eagle is a proud sponsor of the Cleveland Cavaliers and proud to bring freshness to Cavs fans everywhere.
Alan Cox.
Hi, I'm the captain of Disrespected and Underpaid.
Afternoons at 2 on WMMS.
The Fast Break of the Game, presented by Everstream.
Murphy got it out front. Lewis, 3, short. Rebound, Levert. Levert at the half-court line, 2-on-1. Fakes the pass. Now gave it to Okoro, who laid it in with the left hand.
I like that action. Wow, with heck of a play by Levert.
He faked the dish, and then a beautiful assist as he gave it to Okoro. 62-44. Cavs by 18. That was the Everstream Fast Break of the Game, presented by Everstream, Cleveland's business-only fiber network. Faster fiber, better business. Off the timeout, Evan Mobley heading to the free throw line. Boy, how about the trio of Mitchell, Mobley, and Allen tonight? Donovan Mitchell with 30 points. Evan Mobley with 24 to go along with 13 rebounds. Jared Allen with 20 and 10. Mobley misses that free throw. And so he doesn't complete the three-point play, but the Cavaliers still with a 21-point lead with 6:40 to go. Ingram at the foul line, bodied up by Levert, sent it left side to Trey Murphy. He'll get it to Jones. Jones at the rim, got it blocked by Allen. Allen and then tried to block Valanciunas, and they'll call that foul on Jared Allen.
That's right. Jared Allen is so good, Tim, at rotating to give help to block shots. You don't see him, and all of a sudden he's there.
They bring the family to Cavs basketball with the Family Fun Pack. It's presented by Molina Healthcare. 4 tickets, 4 fan meals starting at $25 per ticket. Visit Cavs.com/offers. Valanciunas, his first points here in the second half as he rattled that free throw in.
And you talked about it, Tim. It's just the game, the pace of the game got him. Just a little bit too fast for his style of play.
Valanciunas, second one, rattled that one around the rim and in as well. 114-95. As Garland heads to the forecourt. As he heads to the forecourt, a lot of folks heading to the exits. Friday night in New Orleans. The French Quarter calls. Here's Allen, top of the key. Gave it to Levert. Levert, 4 on the clock. His pass deflected, loose on the floor. Levert goes down to get it, ball loose, and that'll be a 24-second shot clock violation against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, no need to force it, Tim. You know, he's talking to Jared now, but there's no need to force it. Jared went a little bit too deep, so he didn't have a clear shot at finding him in that pocket. And they're talking about it now. Cavaliers becoming one of the smarter teams in the league.
We're halfway through the fourth quarter of play. Here's Brandon Ingram. Lob pass deflected by Levert. Levert fell down, ball loose on the floor. Scooped up by Garland. Ahead to Karis Levert. Levert, top of the three-point arc, and he got knocked off the ball by Trey Murphy. Again, a reminder that Mike Snyder and Brad Sellers with the Cavs on the road tonight are standing by for the Zoom post-game show, so don't forget to submit your Zoom post-game comments and questions to them on Twitter at Cavs Audioverse. Zoom, one platform to connect as Garland finds Mobley on the lob, and Mobley crushed it home.
That's right. His season high is 28, Tim.
Mobley?
Yeah.
38.
Excuse me, Mo. Mo, I'm sorry, babe.
He had that huge game of 38. In the lane, Herbert Jones with a turnaround that missed. A rebound, Jared Allen.
That's right. He contested that shot.
The interesting thing about Jared Allen, speaking of season highs, his season high is 24. He's done that 5 times. He can't quite get over that 24-point hump this year.
Breakaway.
Pass stolen by Ingram in the backcourt. Allen reached in and fouled him, and as Jim just said, they may look at that and say that's a transition take because it looked like Ingram was going to have a clear path all the way down the floor. And so our crew chief, John Goebel.
The Anchor ruling of a transition take foul is being under review for a possible clear path.
Yep, they're going to come over and take a look at that as Ingram made the steal, and there was definitely some grabbing going on out there, and so they'll look at it and see if it is indeed a transition take foul. So the Cavaliers looking for their 5th straight win, and if they can maintain this margin, it would be their 5th straight win of 15 points or more. Now, here's an interesting little tidbit. It would be the 2nd longest streak of wins by 15 or more points in Cavs history. The longest was 6 games back in 1989, February 18th through March 2nd. I don't have my media guide right here in front of me. 1989. Would that have been Doherty, Price, Hot Rod, that group, right? Maybe.
I can't help you.
Okay, Jim.
Today's Friday, right? Okay.
Therefore, the ruling is a transition take foul.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Well, they did call it transition take.
Yeah. I don't know how they could call that, Tim, because he definitely was going for the ball. Might have even nicked it or touched it. But it's such a discretionary, it's up to the official, man. If he thinks it is, it is. I mean, the guidelines are so general.
Well, and they did come over and have a look at the monitor just to.
What does that mean? Look at what we're doing. There's no guesswork here, So
Trey Murphy will get
selling the call, right? Just like players.
Indeed. Murphy had the free throw rattle out on him.
Okay, Murph. Thank you.
Trey Murphy, 17th pick in the draft back in 21. And there's some young talent on this New Orleans team. We saw Kyra Lewis in the first half of play. Popped off 8 points. He was the 13th pick in the draft in 20. Of course, we were talking earlier about Zion and how frustrating.
Whole league is young, Tim. This is the youngest our league has ever been. And it's going to get younger.
McCollum bounces it to Murphy. He'll put it up. It rattled out. Levert saved the rebound into Mobley. Quickly to Garland. 4:45 to go. Cavaliers up 116-95. Their biggest lead has been 25 points. Garland, top of the three-point arc. Fires left side to Okoro. Right back to DG. 8 on the shot clock. DG worms his way into lane. Floated it to Mobley, and he hammered it.
That's right. He created something.
Like Darius Garland with 11 and 7. And now at the other end, we're going to get an offensive foul called on C.J. McCollum.
That's
he
right.
sent Garland to the floor.
That's right. And he got him good, too. Why does everybody keep hitting Garland in the head? I mean, Tim, he gets hit in the face or the head every game.
It's like the Olympic boxers. He should wear that headgear while he's
he
up.
really should. I mean, he's getting hit, man.
118-95. 23-point lead for the Cavaliers. Just what the doctor ordered on a tough back-to-back with Chicago coming into town tomorrow night. Of course, the Bulls are already in Cleveland. They played in Brooklyn last night. Mobley left of the lane, had it knocked out of his hands, and then it went off Mobley out of bounds.
That's right. No foul called either. What are they trying to get the game over with? It definitely was foul. Based on what
We're
they've
the
been
ones
calling.
who want to get to the plane quickly.
Well, based on what they've been calling, Tim, that
They
was
do
a foul
too.
on Mobley.
And there's a wide open layup for C.J. McCollum as he drives to the basket and scores. 118-97 with 3:45 left. As there has been a mass exodus here at the Smoothie King Center.
Well, it's Friday and it's the Mardi Gras.
That's right.
It moves on.
I'd be heading down to the French Quarter myself. Mobley left of the lane, into the lane, rolling hook shot, missed it. Shot clock went off just as Mobley shot. Glanced off the iron. Here's Murphy coming down the lane, scooped and scored. Trey Murphy makes it 118-99 with 3:19 to go. Jim, you took me to one of the coolest jazz clubs a couple of years ago.
Yeah, the Spotted Cat. Yeah, great place, man. I missed that place. I didn't get a chance to go there this time because we're in and out. But the Spotted Cat, down on French Street.
We had a great time that night.
Have you ever been to Pralines? I'm talking to our engineer. Pralines over on French Street. It closed, huh?
If you and Luke just want to talk now, that's
yeah, why not?
fine.
We're up 19.
Oh, the Cavs take time. See, they knew you and Luke wanted to talk. So the Cavs take time with 3:13 to go. 118-99. And Jim is right. Cavs are up 19 with 3:13 left on the Cavaliers Audioverse. Steel is vital to modern life, and Cleveland Cliffs is proud to make some of the most advanced steel in the world. Their people and products continue to be the backbone of American manufacturing as they develop solutions today for a clean energy future. Cleveland Cliffs steel is sourced and produced right here in the Great Lakes region. The Cavs are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs as they innovate green steel for Blue Lakes. Together, we are stronger with steel. To learn more, visit clevelandcliffs.com.
The dedicated men and women at First Energy are lighting the way in your community every day. From Tony, whose boxing program gives kids a fighting chance, to Amy, who uses her experience to support NICU babies and their families, to Dr. V, who mentors and motivates, and Mary Beth, who creates experiences that make everyone feel valued and included. See their inspiring stories and more at firstenergycorp.com/lighttheway.
With more all-wheel drive, more electrified, and the longest-lasting vehicles, Toyota checks all the boxes, like the aggressively sophisticated Toyota Highlander, with room for up to 8 and the most advanced safety features. Now through February 28th, get 3.99 APR financing on a new 22 or 23 Highlander. With approved credit through TFS, excludes hybrids, and every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get complete details at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
What does it mean to be a nurse at Cleveland Clinic? To us, it means being at the center of world-class care with the #1 hospital in Ohio and supporting the health of our communities while getting the support you need to care for your career, your personal well-being, and thousands of lives every year. For every care in the world. Further your nursing career at clevelandclinic.jobs.
Remember what I do. 3:13 to go. Cavaliers up. They've been in control the entire way. They lead the Pelicans here in New Orleans, 118-99. Now you can connect with us on Twitter at Cavs Audioverse and follow us there as well. Go to Twitter at Cavs Audioverse. Tweet us comments or questions, and we may just use it on air. 118-99. Again, the Cavaliers just played an outstanding game tonight. Jim, we were talking during the timeout. They've racked up 28 assists, so closing in on another 30-assist ball game. Balanced scoring. They've owned the boards. And I would think JB's going to be real pleased with this one.
Yeah, ball movement, a tenacious defense that defends you every time down the floor, Tim.
Willie Green has run up the white flag as he's got a lot of new bodies in there. Cavaliers with LeVert, Okoro, Garland, Wade, and Mobley. LeVert left of the lane, fades, missed. Rebound, Jackson Hayes now in. And he's another one of those high draft picks. He was number 8 back in 2019. And as the Pelicans come to the forecourt, there's a foul called on the Cavaliers, and I think that was a deliberate foul to get JB the opportunity to clear his bench. As Raul Neto, Lamar Stevens, Robin Lopez, Jenny Osmond, and Dean Wade are now out on the floor. So again, the Cavaliers are firmly in control of this one and on their way to win number 5 in a row. Jackson Hayes, right of the lane, bounce right side to Kyra Lewis. Lewis got it out front to Najee Marshall. He puts up a tough shot in the lane, and then I think Stevens knocked that ball in for the Cavs. That's twice we've had that happen in the same game. Stevens knocked that ball in for the Pelicans. 118-101, Cavs by 17. Lamar Stevens on the right sideline. Stevens works top of the key. Stevens lob on the right wing to Wade. Wade takes a dribble, gave it back to Lamar. Long three, and it's short off the rim. Rebound comes to Najee Marshall. Ahead on the left side. And they dump it down low to Jackson Hayes. He'll put it up. No. Ball tipped up and in by Hayes. Garrett Temple also in the game now for New Orleans. 118-103 with under 2 minutes to go. Here's Neto in between the circles. Howell Neto coming off a terrific game on Monday with Washington. Left corner Jetty. 3-ball is up. Spun out. Rebound Jackson Hayes. Gives it to Najee Marshall. Marshall met by Stevens at the other end. Marshall still on the dribble. Now he hits the brakes. Gave it off to Jackson Hayes. Hayes out of Texas. To Alvarado. Back to Hayes. Came up and under Lopez and scored. Makes it 118-105. Stevens will slowly dribble the ball into the forecourt. Well, the Cavaliers are going to go to 36-22 on the season. They'll have a 5-game winning streak. Their road record will improve to 13-16. 3 on the clock. Lopez in the lane. Hook shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Kyra Lewis. Got it ahead to Alvarado. Alvarado on the alley-oop to Jackson Hayes, and he'll slam it home. Makes it 118-107. Keep in mind the Cavaliers with the NBA's best mark in double-digit wins. And that's in a perilous spot right now as they're up by 11 with 40 seconds to go. Here's Neto. 3-point arc. Neto drives by Hayes. Reverse layup. No. Rebound Jackson Hayes. 30 seconds to go. Jackson Hayes tried to go behind his back on the dribble. He lost it into the forecourt. Comes Lamar Stevens, and the Cavs are going to take the 24-second shot clock violation. So with that, Jim, let's talk about our Rocket Mortgage Built for Success, presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the personalized game plan on home loans, Rocket can.
Well, Tim, it was all about Donovan Mitchell getting the Cavaliers off to a good start. In this particular game, the starters scored 96 points. And JB went with LeVert, Wade, and Osman, who contributed 22 off the bench. Tim, I'm telling you that right now the Cavaliers are not only hot, but they're playing exceptionally well.
Cavaliers took the 24-second shot clock violation. Jackson Hayes misses a 3. Buzzer sounds. Cavaliers win. Cavs win it 118-107. And they are now 36-22 on the year, 13-16 on the road. And that is now win number 26 on the year by double digits. That's number 1 in the NBA. 26 wins, 10 or more points. So the Cavaliers 36-22. As we wait for our post-game guests, let's bring you our game summary. It's presented by Betway, where the Cavaliers roared out of the gates and never looked back. They were up 38-28 at the end of one. Donovan Mitchell, as Jim just said, with that 14-point first quarter. Cavaliers then led by 17 at the half, 73-56. They led by 19 at the end of 3, 101-82. And again, it was never in doubt as the Cavaliers controlled this one from start to finish, and they win it 118-107. Donovan Mitchell led all scorers. He had 30. Jared Allen with a double-double tonight with 20 and 11. Evan Mobley with a double-double as he had 28 and 13. And speaking of Evan Mobley, we welcome him to the post-game show as he joins us now. And Evan, boy, another strong effort from this Cavaliers team and another great start on the road where you bury a road team early. The crowd doesn't have a chance to get into it. Just talk about the focus that their Cavs are coming out of the chute with as of late.
As much as we can. Down the stretch, we let up a little bit, but overall I feel like we played a complete game.
Evan, once again, I mean, you're it. You know, we talk about teams that are winning having a third scorer. Your dominant backcourt plus yourself, you become that third scorer. Tonight was just, I didn't see you stress at all. I just thought everything that you shot, every move you made, you made the move you wanted to make. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I feel like I came to the game real calm, just trying to play my game. Take what was really open for me, take what the defense was giving me, and that's what I did.
Evan, this team appears to be so much more efficient and so much more comfortable now at the offensive end. The ball movement has just been tremendous. Talk about how this team has evolved at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's just clicking right now. Literally everyone on offense, and it just opens the floor for everyone when everyone's hitting like that. So we just got to keep it going.
Talk about 28 points, but another big night on the boards, 13 rebounds, couple of block shots. That all-around game that we talked about earlier a couple of games ago about how you're just becoming more and more comfortable out on the floor in your second year.
Just trying to come out here and do that every single night. That's really my main focus right now.
There we go. Hey, we'll see you on the bus and the plane.
Thank you, Evan.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Evan Mobley, a double-double night tonight. 28 points, 13 rebounds, couple of block shots. He did a little bit of everything. And the Cavaliers win it 118-107. Cavs with the win, 36-22. They have now won 5 in a row. And again, their road record 13-16. Next game at home tomorrow night, they'll be taking on the Chicago Bulls. So a back-to-back. By the way, the Cavs now 8-2 in game 1 of back-to-backs. All right, that's going to do it. As, of course, Jim Jones will stand by. He'll have a comment for Mike Snyder and Brad Sellers on the post-game show, but that's going to do it here at the Smoothie King Center. So we want to let you know that tonight's Cavaliers-Pelicans matchup along the Cavaliers Audioverse was brought to you by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cavs. By First Energy, lighting the way in our communities. By Huntington, get faster access to your pay and helpful digital tools with every Huntington checking account. And by SeatGeek, get your seat in a seat. Marty Allen, let's roll the credits. All sorts of people to thank. The executive director of the Cavaliers Audioverse is Dave Dombrowski. The director of broadcast services is Ryan Banks. The coordinator of broadcast services is Cheryl Zivich. Engineer on site, first time. Great job, Luke Augusta. Huge thank you to him. Our engineering staff back in Cleveland, led tonight by the two guys in the studio, senior producer Kurt McLaughlin, technical director Marty Allen. Jim Jones, a huge thank you to you. Biggest thanks goes to you, the listeners. Hope you enjoyed it. You had to. Cavs win it 118-107. Jim and I will be back in the Joe Tate Purge Saturday night when the Cavs take on the Chicago Bulls. That game will tip at 8. The Huntington Tip-Off Show comes your way at 7:30. So until then, Tim Elkhorn saying once again, thank you very much for listening. And from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, so long, everybody.
For the health coverage you need close to home, lean on Molina Healthcare. With a Medicaid plan from Molina, you get access to high-quality medical, pharmacy, dental, and vision coverage, plus online doctor visits through Teladoc for expert care wherever you are. Molina Healthcare also provides transportation to medical appointments, Amazon Prime for 3 months, a 24-hour nurse advice line, prescription delivery, and more, all at no cost. Get the most from your health plan. Visit leanonmolina.com for details.
Folks, if you're listening on the Cavs Audioverse, I'm going to describe it for you. You'll hear the roar. Listen to the crowd running out of adjectives.
This is a runway. We want to grow. We have a talented group of players in that locker room. Expectations aside, we got to go out there and prove it every night. We have that drive, that energy. You're ready to go.
Wow, the Cavs are back on the court tomorrow night when they face the Bulls. Tip-off show at 7:30. Basketball time, 8 o'clock.
Let them know. Let them know. Let them know.
On the Cavaliers Audioverse.
Our group is genuinely all in. They do not want to disappoint one another.
From 1 to 15, even the coaches, we're willing to step in and give it all we got to the end.
To continue to fight and battle. My teammates right in my ear, like, keep going, don't stop, and it makes it easy for myself.
It's more than just basketball with us. It's like a real brotherhood with this team.
Cleveland Cavaliers basketball with Tim Alcorn and Jim Jones on the Cavaliers Audioverse was brought to you locally by Cleveland Clinic Children's, nationally ranked and locally trusted hospital with hands you trust. Visit clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands. And by Toyota. For all your Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. This is 100.7 WMMS Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Time now to submit your post-game questions to us on Twitter at Cavs Audioverse for the Zoom post-game show with Mike Snyder. Zoom, one platform to connect. Your complete game recap on the Cavaliers Audioverse.
Here's Mitchell, right of the circle. Jumper. Bang!
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell, a 30-point ball game. The 19th time that Donovan has hit the 30-point or more mark. 112-91. Cavs have pushed it back out to 21.
Donovan led the way. The final really is misleading in terms of the score of this one. The Cavs really had this up really around a 20-point margin most of the evening. They win at 118-107, their first win in New Orleans. You got to go back to 2010 since the Cavaliers won a game there as they extend their winning streak to 5 as they defeat the Pelicans tonight by 11. Mike Snyder and Brad Sellers, glad to have you with us on the Zoom postgame show presented by Zoom. Zoom, one platform to connect, and in part by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We'll be with you until 1 this morning. The Cavaliers got a game to play later tonight, and they've got to travel back, of course, from New Orleans, and the Chicago Bulls will be waiting for them at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse tonight at 8. But Brad Sellers, the streak goes on, another double-digit win. They took care of business early. I think Donovan Mitchell set the tone, kept things organized, and then the two bigs really went at it, and it was all Cavs.
Well, Mike, listen, the formula is simplistic. Get your bigs going early, get your guards out front, Mitchell and Garland leading the way, and that's what happened here. We got after them early in New Orleans and put them on their heels. They obviously were out Zion Williams for the night, and then what they did was just stay with it for 4 quarters, and then that's how we've been successful here lately, just getting everybody healthy and playing at maximum level.
Yeah, Cavaliers really getting it done. Darius Garland, a lot of foul trouble early, but he finished with 11 points, 7 assists, and Donovan Mitchell, 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists tonight for him. And Evan Mobley, my goodness, 28 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 blocks. We just got to hear him with Jim and Tim. And Jared Allen, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. All good for the Cavs as they win it 118-107. The Zoom postgame show presented by Zoom. Zoom, one platform to connect, and in part by Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're just getting started. We'll be right back after this quick break on the Cavs Audioverse.
If I'm being totally honest, I cannot stop thinking about them coming.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Blink-182 are coming live in concert. Tour 2023. Travis Barker, Tom DeLonge, and Mark Hoppus together again. Blink-182 with special guest Turnstile. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, May 16th. Get tickets now at rocketmortgagefieldhouse.com.
Great Lakes Brewing Company and Giant Eagle want to give you the ultimate Cavaliers game experience. You could win a courtside box to watch the Cavs in action at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on March 26th. This grand prize pack includes premium food and beverage, Cavs and GLBC swag, a $200 Visa gift card, and a $50 Uber gift card, so you and 5 of your friends can root for the home team in style. For entry details and your chance to win, visit your local Giant Eagle store. Must be 21 or older, no purchase necessary. Please drink responsibly.
We're here with Rich Clavin at the Clavin Auto Stores. Rich, is now a good time? Do you have inventory?
Bill, in these unusual times, there remains one constant. At Clavin, you'll find a team of professionals driven by your best interest. Choose any new Ford from stock. Our inventory is growing daily. Or order the one that's right for you. The deal is the same, and you'll never pay over sticker at Clavin.
Experience the difference at the Clavin Auto Stores. Visit Clavin.com.
With every slap shot, sack, and buzzer beater, they're closer to winning. But we're not talking about the players. We're talking about the bettors of Betway. New customers can get up to $250 back in free bets on their first wager. Visit Betway.com/offer. Betway, for the sport of it.
For new customer offer, must be a new verified Betway customer over 21 and present in Ohio. Minimum deposit of $10. For details, see full terms and conditions. Free bet funds are not the same as cash and are subject to restrictions. Visit Betway.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bird out front on the left-hand dribble. Around the Mobley screen. Levert left of the lane, hands it off to Mobley. Scooped it up and in with the right hand.
Isn't that amazing how Mobley can find those little creases and make himself available, Tim?
51-34. Mobley now with 16 here in the first half.
Cavaliers led 38-28 after one. They were up 73-56 at the half, led by 19 going into the fourth. Had a 118-95 lead, and the Pelicans scored the final 12 points of the game, but it was over. It was really garbage time, and the Cavs win this one by 11, and now get ready to head home. Mike Snyder, Brad Sellers with you from Cavs Studio Control. Let's go back to New Orleans a final time to hear from Jim Jones and get his thoughts. And Jim, you touched on it near the end that Donovan Mitchell kept things organized. Garland got into some foul trouble, and he led the way. And then the bigs, my gosh, Mobley and Allen, they were terrific, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. That was our front line, and they've been getting it done for about a month now. They've been more active. They've been getting the ball more often and making decisions. And as Brad stated a couple games ago, it all started when Donovan had to sit out, and they were forced to use our bigs more to make plays. And the Cavs have not slowed down since. The other thing was that Donovan Mitchell was truly dominating. They had no answer for him. They had no answer for Mobley and Allen. And that team defense was magnificent tonight.
It was, Jimmy, and the way the Cavs came out and played, just stay with it, and the evolution of Evan Mobley over time has proven to be the course of action that he's needed, that we've needed, because as he's gotten better, we've gotten better, and just solidified our entire front rotation.
Yeah, I agree with you. He has become that third scorer, and Jared Allen is getting enough touches where he can go double-double almost every night now. But it all started out of necessity because teams had figured some things out. With our dynamic guard play, they were doubling whoever came off that high dribble screen, and we really had nothing to go to, and the guards were forcing a pass or either forcing a drive, even off of a double team. So what JB found out is that our bigs are open. So when you come off that high dribble screen, look for them. Let them become playmakers. And that little pocket is just below the free throw line. And on the catch, they have flip shots, one dribble or one step. They're in the rim, or else they can find somebody in the short corner. And they've been magnificent.
Well, it's been quite a run, and it continues. Hopefully another night as a tough back-to-back. You guys head home, and the Bulls in Cleveland tomorrow night. So, Jim, we'll let you go and have a safe trip home. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, guys. Sounds like a winning plan.
Jim Jones in New Orleans where the Cavs beat the Pelicans 118-107. The Cavs and Monsters have teamed up this season with Tito's Handmade Vodka to support Assist for a Cause. For every assist made by the Cavs and the Monsters this season, Tito's will donate $10 to Cleveland Metro Park Zoo to help secure a future for wildlife at home and around the world, with a combined total of 1,657 assists. $16,570 has been generated already. And tonight, some good news for the Monsters as they defeated the Belleville Senators by a score of 6-2 in front of a good, enthusiastic crowd at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And at the Fieldhouse will be a basketball floor actually later tonight when the Cavs host the Bulls at 8 o'clock. The final in New Orleans, Cleveland 118, the Pelicans 107. We're back after this timeout on the Cavs Audioverse.
This is a story about getting things done quickly. Bob's a busy financial advisor. It's tax season and he needs to file a last-minute return. So he uses Zoom Team Chat to forward receipts to his team's filing channel. Then he uses Zoom Phone to notify the client. And just like that, it's done. Thanks to quick collaboration, the team meets the filing deadline. Zoom, one platform to connect.
Make your next project a win and represent the Cavs with Sherwin-Williams colors like fine wine and edgy gold. Your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store is here to help you run every play to perfection and up your game with the very best paint. And with more than 1,500 colors to choose from, they've got you covered from coast to coast. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You're in Kenny's Corner, people. So, Caesar, your sportsbook and casino app has faster payouts now?
Yep, we now have debit card withdrawals in an hour or less because it's like my grandma always used to say, the only thing better than a payout is a faster payout.
Well, that's a weird thing for a grandma to always say.
She also crocheted on a pillow.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Caesar's Sportsbook now has debit card withdrawals in an hour or less.
Purina Dog Chow helps keep your pet happy and healthy from head to tail. It's especially designed with your dog in mind. Visit your local discount drug mart and pick up Purina Dog Chow today, or visit us at Purina.com for more information on some of the most popular and trusted pet food brands. Purina, your pet, our passion. Find Purina at Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Monsters.
After midnight, we don't let it all hang down.
Levert fires left corner, wide open Okoro. Bullseye.
That's right. That's the shot he's been hitting, Tim. When he's been given time, he's been making that shot.
His last 17 games, he's shooting 50% from beyond the arc.
Here again is Mike Snyder and Brad Summers.
Cavaliers winning in New Orleans for the first time since 2010. Last time they won there, LeBron James scored 38. And the Cavaliers beat the then New Orleans Hornets. That's how far back you got to go when the Cavs won a game in New Orleans. It's always been a tough place to play. Tonight, the Cavs scored 38 in the first quarter, led 38-20.